right, more on this everlasting covenant. Still going through Isaiah chapter 61. And in Isaiah chapter 61, we read these words. He says, I will make an everlasting covenant with them, and their seed shall be known among the Gentiles. Well, Galatians is very, very clear in chapter 3 that the seed of Abraham is known among the Gentiles. Very, very clear. You just can't get around it. I'm not going to take the time to read it right now. Right now, I'm going to examine this issue of the everlasting covenant. I'm going to direct you to several scriptures, and I want you to write each one of them down, okay? Because these scriptures will be a blessing to your heart. I will make an everlasting covenant with them. We'll turn before to Isaiah chapter 55. Isaiah 55 verse 3. He says, let's start at verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsts, come to the waters. He that has no money, come, buy wine and milk. Buy and eat. Yea, come, buy wine and milk without price. Money without price. Wherefore do you spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which does not satisfy? What did Jesus say? Labor not for the meat that perishes, but for that which endures to everlasting life. Okay? So again, Isaiah 55, excuse me. He says, let your soul delight itself in fatness. Incline your ear, come to me, hear, and your soul shall live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you. And as we have just seen, in Hebrews chapter 13, he is the great shepherd of the sheep through the blood of the everlasting covenant. And so Isaiah 61 says, I will direct their work in truth, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them. Now we're going to look at several passages that speak of this everlasting covenant. Look at Ezekiel chapter 37. Ezekiel 37. And you'll be able to tell that this is referring to the kingdom of Christ. Ezekiel 37, beginning at verse 26. He says, moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. What does it say? The Lord is our peace. God is our peace. Ephesians chapter 2. Jesus said, my peace I give you, not as the world gives. He's made of the two one new man, creating peace, abolishing in his flesh the enmity. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant. There it is again. He has made an everlasting covenant. How? Through his blood. Hebrews 13, 20 and 21. He says, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yes, I will be their God. They shall be my people. Again, 2 Corinthians 6 says, you are the temple of the living God, as it is written. I will walk among them. I will dwell among them. I will be their God. They shall be my people. That's what Ezekiel says here. And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 14. For by one offering is perfected forever those who are sanctified. When my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. Up in verse 23, he says, neither shall they, this is Ezekiel 37, neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. But I will save, he shall save his people from their sins. I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their God. Okay? So it's through cleansing that we are made his people. And he is our God. Isn't that beautiful? It's through cleansing. He's cleansed us from all unrighteousness. He has washed us. That's what the book of 1 Corinthians tells us. Let's look at this for a moment. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, or I'm sorry, chapter, I believe it's chapter 6. 1 Corinthians chapter 6. He says, such were some of you, said drunkards, revilers, covetous, extortioners. Such were. He's not saying we don't still think these things sometimes. We do. But he no longer regards us as such because, he explains, such were some of you, but you are washed, you are sanctified, you are justified in the name of the Lord Jesus. How? By the Spirit of our God. That's what God does to us through the faith that he gives us. All right? So he makes an everlasting covenant. Let's continue on in Isaiah 61 and maybe we can finish this up here. Isaiah chapter 61. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let's, just because of time constraints, I want to spend a little more time on the next section, the seed being known among the Gentiles, and we'll do that next time. Well, I hope you've been enjoying these studies in the book of Isaiah. Please always make cross-references. Always check out the context. Whenever you see someplace in the New Testament that says that this would be fulfilled, stop dead in your tracks. Go back, find the passage, study the rest of it. Look at all the other elements that are fulfilled as a result of Christ Jesus' cross and the life that he gives us in him.